and I was dreaming. Actually, a dream that I was in. Hallelujah. Amen. And as I went to bed that night, I had already prayed and I asked God, because in my younger years, I was very shy. And now I'm very talkative. To some people I am. But I was very, very shy. And I was asking God, I was like, God, just give me a voice to be able to speak, to even know how to communicate with other people. Because I was just in that little shell to myself, not wanting to talk, not wanting to be around people mostly. And I just prayed to God, and I said, God, how can I speak up for my children if I can't even open my mouth to talk? And if anybody know me with my kids, even though they have their little things that they went through, you can't talk about my kids because they're mine and I love them. Hallelujah. And they're going through things, but I know that they're going to get through it. So as I prayed to God, and I fell asleep that night, and I was just laying there, and all of a sudden, I started hearing this patting sound. I gave this testimony in the 9 o'clock service a while back. And as I was laying there, I started hearing this patting sound. So in my dream, I stood up. And as I stood up in this dream, I started moving around. And when I stepped forward, I couldn't move. So I turned to the right, I couldn't move, and then I started moving around. And I started putting my hands up because this was a dark room. And I put my hands forward, and I was pressing, trying to get out of this thing that I was in. Didn't understand what it was, and I was pressing and pressing and pressing. And as I was pressing, my hands was like pushing up against it like putty, but it wouldn't pop whatever I was in. So I was doing this, and I got scared, and I started saying, God, help me. And I started moving around in panic, started moving around. And the faster I moved, the faster the sound got. The faster I moved, the faster that sound got. And I kept moving and kept moving and kept moving. And I kept spinning around trying to find my way out. And before I knew it, I just said, God, help me. And before I knew it, poof, I fell out this thing. In real life, I actually fell off my bed. I woke up, I got up, I was on the floor. And I said, God, I just talked to you. It didn't even dawn on me what had just happened. But as I sat there, because I was scared, I sat there and I'm like, what was this? It seemed so real. I'm on the floor. And I said, God, I was in a cocoon. I was in this cocoon. The padding, the noise that I heard was that noise of me trying to break her loose. My wings was flapping. Hallelujah. My wings was flapping. And he didn't do it 2 or 3 weeks later. He did it overnight. Hallelujah.